Hi, Winry and Alphaeus. This is Nanny Suzanny, and this is bedtime reading. And we have a new book because the other book, all that's left is stories. And you don't really want stories, you want to learn about stuff. So Nanny found this one, Desert Wildlife. Used to belong to Uncle Michael. So today, look, we're going to learn about life with no water for some animals that live in the desert. Isn't that exciting? So it says here that plants and animals need water to stay alive. And finding enough water in the desert is the biggest problem in their life. Some desert plants have very long roots that spread out to find water. Many desert animals can live for days without actually drinking. That's not us, though. We need to drink lots of water every day. They can get enough water from their food. So here are the addicts, and we learned about the addicts before. It never seems to drink. It gets all the water it needs from its food. The addicts is particularly good at finding patches of desert plants that spring up after a sudden shower. So that's all we really need to know about him, because we learned about him about last week or the week before. The next one is, like many desert animals, the Australian mulgara has concentrated urine that helps retain as much water as possible. The mulgara rarely drinks, but gets liquid from juicy insects and lizards it eats. And I also found out that it also likes fruits and seeds, and they're very good fighters. They may look cute, like look at this little one. Might look cute, but you don't want to pick a fight with them because they're very vicious. And they store fat in their chubby tails. And I'll show you one. So here is the first picture. There. Oops. Sorry, that's not a mulgara, that's Nikki. This is one. Look at its fatty, big tail. That's where it stores its water. And look at this cute little one. Oh, so cute. And they're not very long. They're about that long, and the females are even smaller. They also like to eat centipedes and spiders. Not quite my type of meal. Over here is not quite an animal, it's a plant. It says that when it does rain in the desert, the cacti, such as this organ pipe cactus, stores up as much water as possible in their large fleshly stems. This drainage system helps the plant stay alive during long dry periods. See that? I got a couple of pictures and I have some information. So I saw some, Nanny and Grampy saw some in Arizona and in New Mexico when we drove through the night, through the day. It's the most amazing trip we ever did, and we saw lots of these. And they stand about 23 feet tall. So look at this one. Let me see if I can get that. Flip this way. Look at how big that one is. It can have between 5 and 20 branches. I say this one might even have more than 20 branches. But look at this lady standing next to one. That's how tall they are. They're like, 6 Winrys and about 8 Alphaeuses and about 20 Monties standing one on top of the other. And you know what? I got another picture. Guess what this is? So people who live in the desert, they take the cacti arms and they slice them and they make cactus paddles. Look, they're grilled on the barbecue, probably with some oil and some spices, and apparently they're very nutritious. So that's interesting. All right, the next one right here, do you see it? That bird. So the male sand grouse flies to a waterhole, often traveling a long way to find one. He wades in, and special feathers on his breast soak up water like a sponge. He then flies back to the nest where thirsty chicks suck water from his feathers. Isn't that interesting? I thought that was very smart. This one here, look at this. This is called the chuckwalla. So the chuckwalla has folds of skin in its sides that contain special glands in which liquid can be stored. This stored liquid can keep the lizard alive through a long, dry season. So they can be about 18 inches long, so that's a little shorter than Monty. That's still long. They run on rock piles when they're afraid, so they go hide in the rock piles. They're very good pets. If you didn't want a cat or a dog, you could have a chuckwalla. Mommy and Daddy would be real happy about that. And they also like to eat leaves and fruits and flowers. And when we're done this video, you ask Mommy to show you a video about the chuckwalla. It's 5 fun facts about the chuckwalla. You're gonna love it. The next animal is the darkling beetle over here. See that? Ooh, I don't like beetles. So the darkling beetle survives in the desert by drinking dew. Do you know how he does that? Well, the beetle lives in the Namib Desert on the coast of southern Africa. It hardly ever rains there, but in the mornings, fog rolls in from the sea, leaving dew on the beetle's body. And do you know how he drinks it? The beetle then stands on its head and drinks the drops of dew that roll off of its back. Isn't that fascinating? So Nanny also sent a video to Mommy, and you'll see it stand up on its back. It's really fascinating. So they like to hide in hay. So if there's some in Canada, maybe there's some at the ranch hiding in the hay. But they're not harmful, so you don't have to worry about them. They also have a stink. And when they lift up and stand up on their head, they spray this. So the video will tell you all about that and how it defends itself. It's really good. Okay, this little one is the desert hedgehog. It gets moisture from foods such as birds' eggs. They also eat deadly scorpions, but only after nipping off the stingers. I'll show you one cute little picture I have of a hedgehog. You'll see how cute they are. Look at that. Wow. You can see with those front teeth it can snip off the stinger off of a scorpion, and then it... Okay, the last animal is the dromedary camel right here. It can go for days, even weeks without drinking water. But when it does find water, do you know how quick it drinks water? It can drink up to 27 gallons in a few minutes. Do you know your water bottle is probably 4 of your water bottles would be 1 gallon, and it drinks 4 of those. So way over 100 of your water bottles in just a few minutes. You can probably drink your water bottle in a few minutes. They drink over 100, and then they store it, of course. So that's about all I have. And I also have a special treat that when you see it, you're going to remember it. But you ask Mommy. I have a 3rd video I sent her. So once you're done watching the video on the chuckwalla and then the video on the beetle, you ask Mommy to show you the next video. And I think you're going to laugh because because Nanny laughed when she saw the video. So you enjoy it. So that's her story today, and I hope you had a good day. It was a beautiful day here. Nanny spent a lot of time outside reading her Bible and praying for you and just enjoying the sunshine. So tonight as you go to bed, you have a wonderful sleep. We pray that Monty has a really good sleep so that Mommy and Daddy also get refreshed and rested during the night. And we pray for you, Alphaeus, and we pray for you, Winry, that when you go to bed, that God's angels watch over you and that you have sweet dreams. And tomorrow's another fun day, and I hope it's really nice there. I hear that the weather is super duper nice, so maybe the water park will open soon and you'll be able to go and play, maybe one family at a time. We'll see how they do it, but you'll be able to go and enjoy the water park. So Nanny and Grampy and Uncle Michael and Opa and Mimir and Nana, you know that we love you so much. You, Winry, you, Alphaeus, and Monty. We love you so very much. And you are our three little angels that make us very, very happy and bring us a lot of joy. And we look forward to doing more FaceTime with you, and I can't wait for the day that we get to see each other in person. So have sweet dreams. Lots of Nanny kisses to Monty, Alphaeus, and Winry, and we'll talk to you later. Love you.